So I'm actually packing some toys for sale tomorrow. I thought I'd just share some thoughts with you all and actually have a little bit of conversation about what is it like to sell your collection at this point of time. Oh, before we move on, my name is Kenny and I'm actually based in Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. I'll sell locally, okay? Sell locally meaning I do COD only, I don't do postage. I don't have the time, nor the materials, nor the patience to actually sell doing postage, okay? And I don't like to negotiate because I'm selling off my collections. I just want to get rid of everything as fast as possible, okay? So that's for context. So if you are in the same position like me, you want to downsize, you want to get rid as fast as possible, you have better things to do with your time, perhaps you can sit down and grab your coffee or tea or any beverage of your choice and let's have a chat. So I'm packing this. This one piece WCF is a log story. It's really very nice, some very good figures, very nice figures, which actually it shows the significance of the event in One Piece history. So let me just show you what is the figure all about. So this one, can you see this figure? So this is actually when Zoro first met Luffy. Okay, if you are a One Piece fan, this one you definitely will remember. So all 12 of it is like this. And for example, this. Who can forget how actually Luffy got his straw hat, correct? So one of these will cost me, I think, about 60 plus. Some of it is 70, some of it is 80, and I'm selling it for 40. Okay, because I want it fast, and so I'm selling the whole set 40 plus. So it's about 500 bucks. The reason why I'm doing this is because I don't want to sell one by one. It's slow. And one thing you need to know about your collection is probably not going to worth a lot, especially when at times when you need to downsize for whatever reason, emergency or whatever, pay expenses, bills, it won't worth that much, okay? Because the companies, like I mentioned, will keep on producing and producing and producing, and every year they will produce more and more. I'm not surprised, these log stories that I sell now, maybe in a year or two they reissue. They'll sure be reissues one, but maybe in another line which is bigger. This scene has been reissued many times. There are some bigger than this size. Okay, so well, just let it go. Just let you know that you don't have to buy now. You can buy when things are better for you, or if you really buy, right, perhaps you want to consider that you really buy something that you like, not something that the trend follows the trend. Okay, so it's probably not going to be worth a lot. Having said that, right, I find that sometimes I can get these kind of items, these same items cheaper than PO price, like this. I can get cheaper than PO price from desperate sellers. So pre-order I don't think I will actually do anymore, especially for figures that are popular. I will stop pre-order. It's no point. Okay. Hence, I'm also selling this very cheap. I know this one is something that people want. Zoro. Okay. This character is very popular, and I'm selling it very, very cheap because I know at the end of the day, PO also no point, and buy a second-hand market no point because you cannot move. Okay, so I'm going to stop PO and just wait for buy second-hand from now on. Actually, I will prefer to do COD for my own items next time. Okay, and also I already got this figure before. I got a bigger version, which I think is this tall. Of Zoro before and after time skip. So I don't need this. This one I can sell and take out this. So anything that is above, another thing is that anything that is above 200 ringgit, RM 200 ringgit, you be prepared to hold it a very long time because a lot of people will not be able to afford more than 200 ringgit. Okay? Anything that's more than 200 is a long sell. You have to wait a very long time. Even though like this combo here, I'm selling, I suspect the buyer is also a reseller. Okay, a reseller. And most of the items that I sell very cheap one. Most of it went to resellers. Ah man, I was recording halfway and the phone no battery, so I'm back. Let's continue. Where were we? Oh yeah, resellers. Yes, I think most of them, right, I sell to resellers. And I think this side, this one can pull. But I saw didn't pull it. So I'm still unpacking the figure. Continue unpack. Tomorrow can go sell. Still have some of the plastic. So when you come into this figure hobby or you want to buy these figures, right, you make sure if possible get the box also. Okay, make sure it comes with a box. Even though it's a second hand, make sure you ask if whether the box is available, because the box, right, will not only keep the value, although it's not much honestly, it's not much, but at least it won't be like very very low value lah, because got box and no box the value will be different, right? Those who tell me no, I only buy, I don't sell one. I forever won't sell. To that, I also say the same thing when I first started. Okay, I will never sell one. These are all I will keep. But as with anything, life things changes. Okay, even I say the same thing with my comics also. But right now I'm also putting my comics up. I've actually sold so many. So never say never. This life. Hence you really need to learn how to control yourself and buy only things that you need. Actually, buy only things that you really really want to keep. Okay. And every one of us depends on what you value. Every one of us have different things that they value. I know some people who actually totally don't buy any other things except these kind of collectibles, and the whole house is full of it. But they can afford it, Painting 50,000 RM, no problem. 50,000 RM, no problem. 10,000 US dollars, no problem. Painting, to commission artists, and their whole house is full of this. The whole house. Yeah, there are monster collectors out there who are actually below the radar, and they don't mix out in the public because they don't need to. Their collection level, not many people can afford. And most, frankly speaking, I've met a few of these people. They all have like high-paying jobs or they are doing business. Most of them, with high-paying jobs, they are already in their close to 60. Close to 60, then they start buying. When they're young at time, they totally have no money to buy all this. Okay? So all the time is spent building the career, building the business. So as a new collector, especially those who come in the scene, you want to speculate, you want to buy, you can buy lah. I know the rush of earning your first paycheck, right, Sunday, and then you start buying things that you don't need, and you or with just the justification like, oh okay, last time I didn't get to buy, now I buy. So yeah, perhaps when you get your first paycheck, think about your future. Okay, I'm not saying don't spend at all. Don't spend at all is something I did which is miserable actually. Not many people can actually last that kind of life. I'm saying spend with wisely. Okay, put some for investments, emergencies, and also some for leisure like this. Okay, next point, right, I notice if you want to sell a Malaysia, it's like you get this kind of big statues, right? It's very very hard to sell. A lot of people they want smaller statues. The big ones like this you forget it. I've been trying to sell this like for more than a year already. The character also, a lot of people don't really no Wonder Woman or like Wonder Woman here in Malaysia. Okay, most of Malaysia is very much influenced by the Eastern culture, especially anime. Anime conventions nearly every week now here. Every week, there's a mall here. There will be a mall that organize anime convention. So this no surprise that's going not selling actually. It's selling trying to sell for 1 year. Or this is not for sale. This is actually the maximum, the POP maximum. It's huge, the figure is this size. So the bigger the figure is, I find it's even harder to move. Okay. So I'm done packing, so I can go to COD for tomorrow. I still have lots of things to sell, including some of the McFarlane stuff and also the Marvel stuff. Then after this we see how lah. Because when things like this, right, they are very illiquid. So one more thing that you need to understand is that these things, right, whatever money you spend, like I mentioned earlier, you will not get back one. Don't expect to get back the money. These are not investments. Like what Alvin Ong was mentioning in my previous video. Alvin Ong, the YouTuber, she's a collector for 20 years, so he knows these are not investments. These are all spending. These are all consuming. Okay, not investments. Get that right. If you do it as a business, it's also not investment, because these things actually will start your money, your cash flow. So that's it for me. I have to go now, back for tomorrow's COD. This is Kenny here, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye bye.